So last year, many of us witnessed the Onezwa versus Nara Smith drama, where Onezwa called Nara Smith out for stealing her content. We also witnessed the drama of the Pakavena song, where Mega called Mania MC out because Mania MC didn't give Mega and Chucky credit to the song that they made, or when Musketeers claimed that Vigro Deep stole their songs. Now, whether you agree or not, how do you actually own your creative work? Because let's be real, inspiration is one thing, but copying, that's different. On another episode of Keeping Up with Queen P. And if you're a creator, it can happen to you too. And before you say that, no, that's just how social media works, let me ask you this. How would you feel if you spend hours creating something only to see a bigger creator blow up using your exact style without crediting you? Yeah, I don't think you'd find it fun, hey? But also, at the end of the day, just because you have an idea does not mean you own it. The things you physically create, your videos, your photos, your designs, your scripts, your music, if you made it, if you have proof, and if it is original, I repeat, original, that is yours. Your brand identity, such as your logo, your unique name, like your YouTube channel's name, your personal signature style, if it is specific to you, you can prove it, and once again, it is original, then definitely it is yours. But what you can't own would definitely be vibes, aesthetics, general trends. If it's something common like soft girl editing or that Pinterest clean girl look, you can't claim it because it's not something original. You can only protect something if nobody else has done it in this world. Alright, so you know what to protect. Let's talk about how to do it. Because nobody wants to be ranting on their IG stories about being copied, but having zero receipts to back them up. So number one, keep proof of your work. The original files, timestamps, drafts, save them. If you ever need to prove that something is yours, you need receipts to back you up. Number two, put your name on everything. Watermark your work, add your name to the captions, make it clear that it belongs to you. Number three, call it out but be smart. If someone copies you, you can definitely call them out, but legal action is a better flex. Platforms like YouTube and Instagram also give you the opportunity to report stolen work, so take that advantage and use it. Make sure to also get things in writing. If you're collaborating with someone or a brand, make sure your contract clearly states out who owns what, not things of we'll figure this out later vibes. And lastly, if you're serious, register your stuff. If your brand is growing, register your name or your unique work officially. It's like putting a lock on your creative house. When people hit you up and say, hey, let's collab, you can get excited and share your ideas right away. And then poof, they ghost you. And months later, they launch a suspicious project similar to what you told them. So moral of the story is keep your mouth shut and don't be telling people about everything, because an idea can never be protected. Even if it was stolen, only something that has come to life physically can be protected, and that thief can own your original idea just because you didn't keep your mouth shut. So if you decide to formally register your work, know that contracts are also king. because it's a receipt that you can always use against the person if they decide to steal your original work. You'd be like, hey, you used my work without my permission, and here's the receipt to back it up. If you're a photographer, designer, or digital creator, add subtle marks in your work that only you can see and recognize, like a tiny word blended into your background. And if someone decides to steal your work, you pull out that hidden signature, and then boom, you're able to expose them. For video creators and musicians, a signature sound can make your work instantly recognizable. Why do you think in music you'd hear things like Metro Booming Want Some More or Mike Will Made It? Even this main catchphrase for those who listen to podcasts, I don't even have to say her name, but if you hear it, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And it goes like, I hope you like what you see, and you join the gang and please, I hope you like what you see, and you join the gang and please, I hope you, what you, and you join the gang and please. It's very much original, and I feel like there's nobody who has ever made such a catchphrase like that before in this world. Thieves can copy your ideas, but they can't copy your entire vibe. So those are practical examples of original works that can be protected. And for me, with my intro sound, that can definitely not be protected at all, because most series always start with on another episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians or previously on the Kardashians, and the key words within it, previously on another episode. There's no originality to it, so definitely can't claim it as copyright. And I also hope you guys get the gist of you can only protect work that is original, that nobody else has made. I hate to say it, but nobody respects small creators. They'll steal from you when you are unknown, then turn around and say inspired by when they get caught. But the second you make noise, the second you stand up for yourself, suddenly they're willing to discuss it. So don't wait until you blow up to start protecting your work. Do it now, because the people stealing from you today will be the ones pretending they never knew you tomorrow. At the end of the day, your creativity is your currency. And the only difference between the people getting paid for the idea and the ones getting played is the smart one who decides to protect themselves first by protecting their creative work. And here's the thing, this happens a lot in Africa. Namibia were not exactly on the world's radar like Paris or New York. So when global brands come knocking, they take what they want, rebrand it and call it inspiration and make millions, while the very people who gave them the culture, the designs, the style get nothing. Like the time when a big clothing brand borrowed inspiration from the Oshuambo people's attire. Did they credit Namibia? Did they credit the Oshuambo people? Did they compensate the culture they profited from? Not even a chance. Let's talk about the Black Panther movie. Everyone was hyped over how it showcased African culture, but rumor has it some of the traditional groups whose styles were clearly used as inspiration were not compensated for. Like the Omvahimba people, with their unique, iconic red clay hair, were never compensated from the millions the movie has made. That's the reality. Africa is a gold mine for creativity, but the world treats us like an open-air thrift store. They shop, they take, they profit, and we're left in the dust. We're not just sitting here and watching anymore. Protect your work, speak up, demand credit. Trademark your brand, watermark your design, call out theft when you see it. And lastly, our culture deserves protection too. Because if you don't, someone else will wear your culture like a costume and cash their check with your name on it. So next time someone says it's just an inspiration, ask them one question. If it's an inspiration, why are you the only one getting paid.